And then, of course, the last process of court venue jurisdiction is called administrative court, where the Child Protective Services places your name on the child abuse registry. I, as an expert, have testified in many of these administrative law judge hearings in several states. Again, the burden of proof is preponderance of evidence, more evidence than not. In these cases, if you are a mandated reporter, such as a doctor or a nurse or a teacher, it will kill your occupation in a New York minute unless you successfully have a hearing in front of that ALJ, administrative law judge, and force the judge, through evidence, of course, to basically amend the finding from substantiated or verified, whatever CPS classified it to be, back to unfounded or unsubstantiated. And even if you're not a mandated reporter, just a layperson, a construction worker, whatever you do in life, you will remain in the CPS database for your state for a long time. So it's that negative stigma that you will have, everybody will have, unless you compel a hearing and successfully litigate that hearing to get the administrative law judge to hurtle back that finding. Oftentimes, it may require someone like myself, an expert, or a psychologist or psychiatrist testifying to basically back up your side of the story. If it's based on sex abuse, on hearsay, that the complaining child's outcry was perhaps mistaken memories based on memory source contamination, suggestibility, coaching, whatever the case may be. You'll need an expert to go over the forensic interview of the child, which is captured on DVD, to basically articulate to the administrative law judge the methodology used by the forensic interviewer, whether it was the NICHD, which is, of course, the one that I learned and trained under with my retired colleague, Dr. Phil Esplin, who was the original co-author of the NICHD back in 2000, or whether the CPS child forensic interviewer person used the National Children's Alliance method, the APSAC method. Down here in Florida, oftentimes they use the radar method. These are semi-structured models that are allowed to use leading, suggestive, repeated, direct, forced choice questions that contain negative stereotype induction, vilification of the accused, and it's easier for the child's contextual memory to be contaminated here. And basically the details, obviously they're looking for details. And if the interviewer is putting words or thoughts or ideas in the mind and mouth of the child, that is your Achilles heel. Because if the child implicates you during that forensic interview, you could be arrested. You could wind up in juvenile court. Obviously, it can be used against you in family court. And this became known anecdotally in my world, as I went through this 40 years ago in the 80s, as the three-ring circus: criminal, juvenile, and family court. All three venues at once at the same time. Good luck on finding an attorney who can help you litigate through all three venues against the state, counsel for the state, the district attorney's office, a counsel for CPS, counsel for your ex and family court. It becomes rather overwhelming rather quickly.